Alright, back with the another video for Formula One. But this time it's my Australia predictions. The race is this weekend, so yeah, we'll come back to see if these predictions are right. I'm not gonna do the whole full 20 because that's impossible. So I'm gonna do this as like race winner, big flop, big surprise, and like a crazy prediction or something like that, and just talk about the track and stuff. I'll try to keep it short because the videos are pretty long. Takes like a lot to upload, a lot of time, and I usually have to can't sit on my phone, or because I uploaded it on my phone, so I can't use my phone while I'm uploading it, so that sucks. But so yeah, let's get into it. What happened? So this is the opening race of the season. This is Australia in Melbourne. It's a street circuit. It prioritizes straight line speed. There's a lot of high speed corners. I think there's like 2 low speed corners. I think it's the last 2 corners, and then there's like a section in the last part of the first sector is low speed, but for the most part it's high speed. Like the middle sector 2 is just straight, like full throttle basically for the whole time. But yeah, last year it was wet. It was a wet race, so we had a lot of retirements because last year there were 5 rookies or 6 rookies, and it was a lot of them's first race in Formula One, so they didn't, and it was wet, so like they didn't do too well. But Lando Norris won the race last year. Max Verstappen came in second. George Russell came in third. Oscar Piastri was in for a podium, but he spun off at like the last 10 laps. There's like a Australian curse for the Australian Grand Prix because no Australian driver has ever finished on the podium in their home race. So we'll see if Piastri can break the trend. So yeah, let's get into it. My race winner. Wow, this is tough. My race winner is gonna be. I'm thinking about this on the fly, so none of the videos are like pre-recorded or like I think about it before or anything. I may give it like a little brief, like when I did my drivers, I did like a little mock thing, but yeah, I'm just thinking about this on the fly. So I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Verstappen. Max Verstappen wins the Australian Grand Prix. Actually, I take that back. George Russell wins the Australian Grand Prix. Just the Mercedes is just gonna have a lot of pace, I feel like, and George Russell was on the podium last year, so I'm very excited, or not. Well, I don't like him, but excited for what the Mercedes are gonna do. I hope Antonelli wins the race, but I think George Russell at the start of the season will get the better of Antonelli. So yeah, if I had to pick a Mercedes to win, I'd want Antonelli to win, but my mind says George Russell's gonna win. Max Verstappen, I think he's gonna finish on the podium. Lando Norris, something's gonna happen to him. Oh wait, I'm getting too into it. I just kind of spoiled it. But yeah, my podium: Russell P1, Verstappen P2, Antonelli P3. So that's my race winner and podium. My big surprise is going to be Pierre Gasly. I think Gasly finishes in the top 8. Yeah, I just feel like the Alpine has been like underrated all testing, all off season. No one's really talking about them, so I'm just gonna say Alpine as a whole, because Colapinto might also get if Colapinto scores points, that's also a win. But Gasly, I say he finishes in the top 8, and I say Alpine as a whole have a really good weekend. So that's my good surprise. I have a lot of big flops, but if I had to pick one, I'm gonna choose McLaren. I think they will have a lot of. I think something's gonna happen to Norris, whether it's his fault or not. There's a statistic where, like, for the last 4 years, the driver that previously won the Australian Grand Prix DNF'd in the next race. So I think that trend's gonna. I'm a big trend guy, so I think that trend continues. And Piastri, there's a curse. So like, there's a curse. So I think McLaren walk away with the biggest flop. One crazy prediction. That's my one crazy prediction, actually. McLaren score. No McLaren is in the top 5. That's my. No. I say McLaren scored less than 10 points combined. That's my one crazy prediction, actually. My big flop is Haas. I think, or Haas. It's Haas. My big flop is Haas. I think they're overhyped. I don't know. And they don't run well in Australia. Last year they were like 19th and 20th or something like that. They don't run well in a straight line, and Australia is all straight line. So like, it's like it's a high-speed circuit. So I don't think they'll run well. But like, I'm looking at like people talking. They're like, oh, Haas sleeper, Haas, or Haas is gonna like, do well. Then they might do well over the season, but I don't think in Australia. So that's my. I predict they have a big flop. They score 0 points. One of them gets knocked out in Q1, probably Ocon. Actually, no, Behrman. Behrman, like, oh my God, Australia last year for him. It was dreadful. He didn't even start the. Well, actually, he was the only rookie to finish the race, but in practice he crashed twice. In qualifying, it wasn't his fault, but the car was messed up. Actually, it was his fault. The car's messed up because he crashed in practice. So, yeah, my big flop is Haas. I think it's going to be an exciting race. Oh, big news. Aston Martin are not even going to complete. They're not even going to run. They're going to run like 5 laps or something like that. So that's not boding well for my Aston Martin pick, that I think they're going to be, the 6th fastest team at the end of the year. But at the start of the year, they're not even going to be able to complete a race. That's very concerning. So yeah, I think Alonso and Stroll said that like the vibrations are super bad, and like there's like if they're scared that if they drive the car more than like 25 laps, then they're not going to be able to like they're going to have nerve damage, and that's like concerning. Like Aston Martin literally came out with a statement, was like, we're only going to run like 5 laps during the race. That's absolutely wild. I've never heard of a team to do something like that in an actual race. I don't remember the last time if that's even happened before. So yeah, that's crazy. So we can already expect, already 2 DNFs straight away. I think there might be less, I think it might be like 15 classified finishers or less. I think it's going to be a crazy race. New regulations and everything. Reliability, like crazy. And that's my other crazy prediction. 15 or less finish the race. And for 15 or less to finish the race is absolutely wild. So we'll see if that comes true. That's my Australia predictions. It was pretty short, 10 minutes. But yeah, we'll see if they came true.